Hey guys, 01701 here, and today I have something kind of special for you guys. Um, this may or may not become a new series on my channel. It is something I think quite unique. Not a lot of people have done this before, although it has been done before. Um, this is a map building series. Now what do I mean? I have had for a couple weeks now an idea for making a vanilla Minecraft PvP minigame map. So, my idea is a supply crate minigame, which is to say a PvP game that is team-based and is just a straight-up deathmatch, but with a twist. Of course, there has to be a twist. The twist being that the fight begins when either team's players are completely bare bone when they go into battle, meaning that they have absolutely no items and no gear at all. The only thing they get is a strength boost and possibly a speed and jump boost, but not sure about those two yet. So just a strength boost, and so it's straight up bare bone PvP. However, through the game, as the game progresses, you will notice that there are two ways in which you can get a slight edge on your opponents. The first being there will be random supply crates dropping from the sky basically, and those will contain random items, and those items will be generally just gear, as in armor and weapons. There will be no tools. The game will be entirely in adventure mode, and so there will be no resource gathering. But there will be only armor and weapons that you can pick up, and there will be pretty much nothing else as of right now. There might be potions. I'm not sure about that yet. But that's pretty much it. Just basic fighting gear. Um, and I don't really want the players to have a clogged up inventory. I don't want players to have to drop items and for there to be just random items scattered around the map. Now when a supply crate spawns in, there will be a little bit of a notice via, I think, explosions in midair, as well as possibly a beacon that will show where the next supply crate is going to be, probably a few seconds before it actually drops. Um, and so that will allow the players to know where the supply crates are. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet, but I think it is very possible, and I think that's going to be pretty awesome. The second way you can get an edge over your opponents is arguably one of the nicest things you can do in Minecraft, and I like to call it special weapons. Now, there are two basic types of weapons in Minecraft, two and a half if you will. There is melee, or sword, or axe if you consider axes. There is bow, aka long range, and there is potions, or magic. And those are very nice, but it would be nice if there would be more options. So, there are more options that you can do using command blocks. My mouse is a little bit jittering over here. But one thing you can do is summon Fireball. It has to be a capital F. Fireball. Let's do tilde, tilde, tilde 2, I think. And we will give it direction, no direction. There we go. And if I punch this now, it will launch itself and it will explode upon impact, creating some fire blocks around the explosion and also an actual explosion which will hurt players and knock them back. So that's just probably the simplest type of special weapon, and I'm definitely going to incorporate that into the game. But I'm going to try and see what other types of special weapons I can add into the game. And I'm going to aim for something around the 5-ish special weapons. I want to have quite a bit of variety, but not an excessive amount. and I'm not sure yet how it's going to be, but you can't just willy-nilly access the special weapons. You're going to have to get some sort of perk or achievement before you can do that. It's basically some sort of like kill combo or what. I don't really know what the FPS games call it. But basically, if you kill someone or get a certain amount of kills, you may or may not be able to get a special weapon. And like I said, I'm not sure yet how that's going to play out, but I will probably figure this out. But that's just one example. There might be, I don't know, all sorts of grenades using the new 1.8 commands. The at E thing is a very useful new thing. I don't know yet, but there are a lot of possibilities. So just to finish off here, I would like to do one more thing. Just quickly explain what I have over here, and actually another thing. I'll get to in a second. So first of all, we have a little spawn platform. This is mandatory for a vanilla map. You need a 21 by 21 area for the players to spawn, centered around the universal world spawn. So all players will spawn on this platform. And if you don't have this here, then players will spawn in the void, and that is something you don't want. And when players spawn here, this will create the basic data structure for the game. And what I mean by that is all the scoreboard tags necessary for the game to progress. And it will also give players 3 effects. It will give them saturation, resistance, and regeneration so that they can't take damage and they can't starve while they are in the spawn area. Obviously, once the game starts, those effects will be taken off. And it also sets all players' game mode to adventure mode, and last but not least, clears their inventory. And then lastly, yeah, that was kind of stupid, but lastly, it teleports them into the room right over there. So let's give that a quick demonstration. There we go. I have saturation, regeneration, and resistance. I am in game mode 2, so I cannot break any blocks. Not even the glass. Thank you, 1.8. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, I am in snapshot 14W03B right now, and that is the as of right now the most recent 1.8 snapshot. So yeah, just something quickly that I forgot to say. And so this is a quick little room to select teams. It might be too big for what it's good, but then again, like I haven't explained this yet, but I may or may not put some control panel features over here or over here, or maybe even in the team rooms. I don't know yet, but I will get to that in a moment. But in this room, you can basically select which team you want to be in. So now I am in the blue team, and if I type something, you'll see my name is blue, and I can leave the blue team. You can join the red team, same thing, and I can leave the red team. And this lever will say that the red team is ready. So as you can see, the chat says red team ready. Obviously, all this command block output stuff won't be visible in the actual game when it's finished, but for now I just have it for control measures. And once I flick this lever and both teams are ready, it will say that and execute some other commands, but as of right now it just says that both teams are ready. As you can see, both teams ready, game starting. And I will give a little bit more of an overview how everything works in the next episode, but as of right now I'll just give you a quick demonstration, and I will then teleport myself. I don't remember the coordinates, so I'm just going to fly straight up. I have a little setup over here. Excuse me. I have a little setup over here that shows what I have in mind at the moment of how this thing is going to work. So I'm thinking right now there's going to be the spawn platform. There's going to be the team selection room, which kind of looks like the French flag. Unintentional, but what are you going to do? And we're also going to have a control panel. Like I said, that might be incorporated into the team selecting room. This is basically going to be then the main room, I guess, the main selection room. I don't know, but yeah. So a few features that will be selectable is probably which special weapons are going to be available, whether you want it to be team-based or free-for-all, which is a feature I'm not sure if I'm going to add, but I might do that, and if so, obviously the player will have to select. And lastly, as of right now, it will select whether you want the starter effects of strength, speed, and jump boost, like I said. So basically just the configuration for the game. And it might also have multiple maps. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I'm just saying if there will be multiple maps, then that's obviously also going to be in the configuration process. But then there will be the actual map itself, and I'm thinking the map will be twice as long as it is wide to create a even-sided map, probably going to be symmetrical. And I want it to, at least the first map, and as of right now I'm thinking it'll be the only map, I want to have it sort of grassy, sort of natural looking. There will be trees, there will probably be a team base, and there may or may not be a like cannon tower for the fireballs like I demonstrated before. I actually want to show you guys a short little clip of that right now. Success. I like having my fun with them fireballs. But yeah, as you can see, highly effective against opponents. And in case you didn't recognize, in that little segment were the heads of Die Seventh and Shizuma, two of my close friends. And I will probably rack those guys up to help me build this map. It depends on them, but I don't see any reason for them to say no. But yeah, there's not much more I have to say about this at the moment. I will show you guys more of the technical stuff if you want in future episodes, and I will be doing more work on this in future episodes. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do everything on camera. That's kind of impossible, and also it would take way too long. But yeah, I'm going to do some stuff on camera. Not sure how this is going to work out quite yet. But just in case, I want you guys, if you can, to please help me out and comment down below what you want me to do on camera. Just some general topics are command block work, redstone work, building work with or without friends, that is, and just I don't know, like design and bug fixing and stuff, which I think is going to be the boring stuff, which I'm not going to do on camera. Also, I want you guys to say if you actually want me to keep this thing as a series. If not, I might just keep on working on this and upload short segments of what I have every so often, but I hope you guys will like this idea. Hopefully we can make this a nice successful series. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. So let me know about those things down below, please, if you can. And as always, leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a sub if you really liked it. And I will see you guys next time. For now, take care. Bye-bye.